Firefighting in Canada this week is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week, the Canadian government's recent report on climate change showed communities of all sizes are being impacted in numerous ways, with wildfires and flooding topping federal budget efforts. Then, a new study charts Canada's 20-year plight into the opioid crisis, which killed an average of 17 Canadians a day in 2020. And Ed Brouwer shares a great training exercise in his latest Trainer's Corner for Firefighting in Canada's June edition. The Canadian government has published an overview of climate change impacts in communities and what the government is doing to address them. The document, titled Canada in a Changing Climate National Issues Report, found that municipalities of all sizes across the country are being affected by extreme events such as wildfires, flooding, heat waves, rising sea levels, and melting ice and permafrost. The government has allocated adaptation money through Budget 2021, including $1.4 billion over 12 years for the Disaster Mitigation and Adaptation Fund, $63.8 million over 3 years to complete flood maps in high-risk areas, $100.6 million over 5 years to enhance wildfire preparedness in Canada's national parks, and $28.7 million over 5 years to increase mapping of areas in northern Canada at risk for wildfires. The report comes amid a heat dome that has shattered several temperature records in Western Canada. A new study looking at national opioid mortality, hospitalization, and emergency department visits in Canada has found a nearly six-fold increase in opioid-related deaths between 2000 and 2017. The study, done by researchers at the University of Waterloo, is the first to assess the growth of opioid deaths during this time frame and at a national level. The Public Health Agency of Canada recently said that an average of 17 Canadians died daily from opioid overdoses in 2020. The agency reported that at least 21,174 people have died from apparent opioid toxicity between 2016 and 2020. These recent statistics point to the increasing and tragically deadly effect opioid use is having on Canadian communities. In the June edition of Firefighting in Canada, Ed Brouwer offers a great training exercise alongside his article on teaching not only what went right, but what went wrong. The simple training exercise is sure to get your members thinking out of the box and requires just a roof ladder with adjustable hooks, or a picture of one will even do, a flipboard, or even just large pieces of paper, a marker, paper, and pens or pencils. To find the full instructions, head to the latest edition of Trainer's Corner on firefightingincanada.com. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, July 9th.